A movie, made for TV movie from 1981, Kojak, The Price of Justice, which was based on Dorothy Uhnak's The Investigation, which in turn was based on the Alice Crimmins case. Now, it should be mentioned that throughout her life, Dorothy Uhnak denied very strongly that she had been in any way inspired by the Alice Crimmins case. The fact is, it was based on the Alice Crimmins case, and it was quite thinly veiled. Since it was a fictionalized treatment, there were non-parallels as well as parallels, but basically all the major characters in the Crimmins saga had parallel characters in the investigation, and they also had parallel characters in The Price of Justice. Now, Crimmins case is one of the most baffling I've ever written about, and you can get a detailed article in Justice Gone Haywire about it. She was accused in 1965. Her two children, Missy 4, Eddie Jr. 5, were killed, were murdered, and she was later tried for Missy's death, got manslaughter, had it overturned, went to trial again, was tried for both kids, was convicted of first degree in Eddie Jr.'s death and manslaughter in Missy's, sentenced to life in prison. Later, the conviction for Eddie was overturned. The one for Missy was upheld. And anyway, the motive has always been very, very puzzling, but the prosecutors postulated that she had killed Missy in momentary anger, and somebody had been summoned to a boyfriend had sent over a hitman to silence Eddie Jr. In the investigation and in Price of Justice, what happens is that the little Georgie, the youngest son, is sick with the measles. And the murderous mom, Kitty Keeler, spends hour after hour after hour changing the sheet that he has wet, cleaning up his vomit, trying to cool him off, trying to rock him and cool him off, and one thing leads to and one thing after another. She is exhausted, she is frustrated, and in a fit of anger, she shakes Georgie's shoulders and then grabs his neck, and then he's dead. Terry wakes up, and she gives him a couple of sedatives, and doesn't realize until then she thinks he's dead. And basically, both deaths are kind of one big accident. And they're an accident caused because, it was a disappointing night, and she was exhausted, and the mom was exhausted and frazzled and at her end of her rope. And, she accidentally killed the youngest child and thought she had killed the older child as well, who would be killed by a hitman. The story, I don't know if it actually happened in the Crimmins case, but something, this is the sort of thing that could happen. It's something that's very, very frightening, but it's something that's all too real.